Hey guys, it's Jessie. So today I wanted to put together another look using another one of those Stila Shimmer and Glow shades. So that's what I did. If you want to see how I put together this look, just keep watching. I'm going to start today by moisturizing my face, per usual, with my Skyn Iceland Antidote Daily Cooling Lotion. I really liked how my video turned out, my last video, with me just moving on when I mumbled through my words and not editing it back. It made editing the video really easy, actually just a lot easier, and so I think I'm gonna keep that going. So if you were annoyed by me just blubbering, sorry. And then I'm going to moisturize my lips with my EOS Crystal Balm. And to prime today, I think I'll use my Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Primer. Okay, I'm not going to be using the Smashbox primer because it's empty. I didn't realize that. So instead, I'll use my NYX Pore Filler because it's sitting right here. Shocking, I know. I'm not really sure exactly what the look I'm going to do today is, but in order to stop myself from decorating my house for Christmas, which I am like getting so antsy to do, I felt like it was necessary for me to just start filming instead of doing that. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. I went to Target the other day and I picked this up in a shade lighter than I've been using because the two shades that I've got, which are 3 and 4, which is like Nude Beige and like Natural Beige, which is usually the range that I'm in, are still too dark on me. I am literally the palest I've ever been, I think, at this moment. So I got the next lightest shade, which is Natural. And if this is too dark, I give up on everything. Thankfully, this foundation is really cheap. It's only $7 or $8. So even though I keep buying more of them, it's not an expensive commitment. And this is definitely one of my favorite foundations ever. Which is the other reason I'm okay with like keeping investing in multiple colors, because I know I'll get darker and I know I'm gonna tan soon. I know I keep saying that, but I do intend to tan. So I don't mind having a whole range of shades. So we had friends over for Friendsgiving on Saturday. I think I talked about that a little bit in my last video. And finally we've eaten through all of those leftovers just in time for real Thanksgiving, to eat real Thanksgiving food and then real Thanksgiving leftovers. My family is really into Thanksgiving. We sort of do the exact same thing every single year, but I guess that's why it's a tradition. My sister and I love watching the Macy's Day Parade, and then of course we watch the dog show, which we're also so obsessed with. And my sister always makes pumpkin gooey cake and or rum cake. And she's been making that rum cake, I think, since she was like 14 or 15, and she always overpours on the rum. So we're always a little drunk on Thanksgiving, but it's okay. I'm gonna go in with a little Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm gonna use the shade Light Medium Honey today. And then I'm just gonna blend this out. So I've had the laziest day ever, which has actually been kind of wonderful. Work is really slow because obviously it's right before Thanksgiving and nothing's going on. And so this morning I was just working from my laptop on my sofa, watching Grey's Anatomy on Netflix, living the dream, snuggling with my puppies while they snored. So I've seen every episode of Grey's Anatomy probably like 50 times. Except for the plane crash episode. I don't think I've watched that episode again since it first aired because it was so traumatic. So I watched that again this morning. That's the season that I'm watching. I think it's season 8. there's so many freaking seasons of Grey's Anatomy now that who can keep up? I also have this weird thing that when I know that there's characters who die in the episode and there's characters that I like, I don't watch those episodes. So I still have not seen the episode where Derek dies. I refuse to watch it. And I'm the same way, not just with Grey's Anatomy. I have not watched the episode of Good Wife where Will dies. Actually, I think I stopped watching that show because I was so upset. So yeah. I am just funny that way. And to set my face, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Before I start on my eyes, I'm going to take a little extra powder and put it underneath my eye so that if I have any fallout, I can easily wipe it away. I'm going to start today in my Morphe 35O palette. I'm going to start with this shade, which is going to be my transitional shade. So I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush, just start working that in my crease. And then next I'm going to go into this color right here, the same brush. Then I'm gonna pop over to my 35R palette and go into this shade right here. Next, I'm gonna take some of my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot and I'm gonna use that to carve out this inner half of my eye because I'm gonna be going in with one of the Stila Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadows, but I just want to create a nice base for it. So that's why I'm going to take this little brush, just carve out, kind of like you would a cut crease. And I'm going to leave that tacky so that the eyeshadow has something to stick onto. So I'm going to be taking the Stila Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade Grace. This was part of that 6-pack that I got during the VIB sale. And I'm just going to take that and put it right over where I put the base on. And I'm stopping that a little more than halfway across my eyelid because I'm going to go back in and blend out some of those shadows some more. I know I said it before, but these shimmer and glows are so gorgeous. I love the glitter and goes, but they are so shiny. This is just like the perfect, it's still shimmery, don't get me wrong. Like it's definitely there, it's pigmented, it's amazing. But it's just sort of more of that subtle glow. And I dig it. So I'm gonna go back into my 35R palette and back into that last shade I used. I'm just gonna pack a little more of that out on the outer edge and blend it into the edge of the shimmer. And also bring that into my crease just so that there's no line on the shimmer also. Next, I'm gonna pick up a little of this darkest shade just to put in the outer corner of my eye. And I'm just making a little V with this, just to blend it right into that outer corner of my eyelid. Next, I'm gonna wipe away all that excess powder since I'm pretty much done with my upper eyes. Okay, I went ahead and finished up my eyes, my eyebrows, my under eyes off camera because I do it the same way every time and it's not very exciting to watch over and over again. But now I'm ready to finish up my face. First, I'm gonna go in with my Elizabeth Mott Whatup Beaches bronzer. And I feel like contouring today, not just bronzing. So that's why I'm taking this little Makeup Geek angled, no, not angled, domed, rounded, yeah, rounded brush. And I like to make sure that's nice and blended into my hair, my hairline. And to carve out my cheeks just a little bit more, I'm gonna go into the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer. And I'm just gonna keep that at the very top of my cheekbone. Just in the mood to look very contoured today. As you can see, I also went in with a little powder just to define that nose contour a little more. And then I'm just gonna wipe that off. For blush today, I'm gonna use the Ofra Cosmetics Apricot blush. And then I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter and highlight the very tops of my cheeks. I'm gonna go in with a pretty nude lip today because that's just how I'm feeling. So to line my lips, I'm gonna use the NYX Nude Beige lip liner. And then over top of that, I'm gonna go in with the Tarte liquid lipstick in the shade Birthday Suit. This was this year's Sephora birthday gift, and I actually really love this color. And to glass that up just a little bit, I'm gonna go over that with the Revlon Super Natural Lip Gloss. And then to finish up, I'm gonna give my face a spritz of the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Okay, and here's the finished look. I really love the way this turned out. I don't usually use like really light colors on my eyelids because my eye color is so dark that sometimes that contrast is a little funky looking. But I really love the way this turned out with those darker colors, and I hope you do too. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.